KiCad. So yeah, so this is the KiCad application which is used for the Arduino. So this is the system interface of the KiCad with the Arduino Uno board. So we are going to talk about the Arduino Uno board using KiCad. In KiCad, Arduino can be presented as a systematic symbol or true state component. KiCad is an open source electronic design which is software used for creating circuits, schematic and printed circuit board layout. It allows engineers to design, stimulate concepts, and prepare professional PCB design before manufacture. So, talking about the PCB, so this is the PCB. We're using a KiCad, this is the PCB, and this is generated or it can be designed using KiCad. So let's move back to the schematic of your KiCad of the Arduino. So we are continuing for the in KiCad the can be presented as a schematic symbol through KiCad elements. So we use two or more symbols to generate this Arduino Uno board. Looking at the Arduino Uno board, the first important component is the ATM-Mega32 code. This is the brain of the board. It executes the program uploaded from the Arduino IDE and control the connected input and output devices. The board contains 4 digital input and output pins numbered from 0 to 13. These pins can be configured as either input or output depending on the application. Among these digital pins, say support pulse rate modulation or PWM, which is useful for controlling the brightness of the LED, motor speed, and other analog like outputs. Next are the 6 analog input pins. Yeah, the 6 analog input pins labeled A0 up to A5. These pins are connected to the analog to digital converter inside the microcontroller, primarily used for reading analog sensors such as temperature, sensor, light sensors, and function. Another important feature is the USB port, and this is the USB port. It serves two purposes. It provides power to the board and enables communication between the Arduino and the computer for uploading programs. Besides, it is the DC power jack, which allows the board to be powered from an external power supply. The voltage regulator is another key component. It ensures that the board receives a stable operating voltage, protecting the microcontroller and other components from the voltage fluctuations. So the reset buttons allow the microcontroller to start and execute the uploaded program for the beginning. This is especially useful during the testing and debugging. There are several power pins available on the board as well, including 5 volts, 3.3 volts, ground, V-in, and reset. These pins are used to supply power to external sensors and modules connected to the Arduino. So in the KiCad, these pins are clearly labeled in the schematic symbol, making it clear to connect external components correctly. Internet can draw computer circuit by using sensors, display relays, motors, and communication modules to the Arduino symbol before operating the PCB layout, as I showed in the earlier presentation. PCB layout where the components can be arranged, that can be rotated, and the final board design can be prepared for manufacture. So this is the PCB layout. Yeah, this is the PCB layout using KiCad. Yeah. And the final board can be prepared for manufacture. This reduces redundancy error and save time also. So this is also the 3D model of the PCB layout. As you can see on the capture, we are currently capturing